Hello, my friends, and welcome to the show. So glad you could be here today. We have a great show planned for you, and we've got a lot of stuff to go over. It did not take long before Mamdani started leveling threats towards President Trump and to federal agents. We have some rather unhygienic door dashing going on. It's kind of nasty. Orange Man bad, and of course, the administration wants to round up brown people. So we're going to be covering that and much more, so stick around. And let's get on with the rest of the show, my friends. Let's do it. News and nuts. News and nuts. Hey, it's news and nuts.
Hear me, President Trump, when I say this. To get to any of us, you will have to get through all of us. We can respond to oligarchy and authoritarianism with the strength it fears, not the appeasement it craves. After all, if anyone can show a nation betrayed by Donald Trump how to defeat him, it is the city that gave rise to him. So Donald Trump, since I know you're watching, I have 4 words for you. Turn the volume up.
Mamdani is sounding kind of tough for only being mayor for, 20 minutes. But here is what President Trump had to say in response.
We skipped socialist and we put in a communist instead. It's a decision facing all Americans could not be more clear. We have a choice between communism and common sense. You see that? They stand for crime and chaos and corruption. We stand for law and order and justice. Also strong borders. Boy, do we have strong borders. They put America last. We put America first. As long as I'm in the White House, the United States is not going communist in any way, shape, or form. We'll stop it. We're going to stop it. Stop this nonsense.
With Mamdani's victory, AOC was popping that socialist champagne and throwing down a pretty dire warning to the rest of the Democratic Party, pretty much saying the party is now hers and it is now socialist. And if they have a problem with that, well, they better get in line or else.
We have a future to plan for. We have a future to fight for. And we're either going to do that together or you're going to be left behind. This is about, do you understand the assignment of fighting fascism right now? And the assignment is to come together across difference no matter what.
If you are prepared to take on the oligarchs, explain to people that it's unacceptable that the very rich become much richer while working families can't even afford groceries or their rent. And if you put together a grassroots movement, you can, in fact, win.
And of course, the mainstream media just couldn't help themselves, and they had to take a victory lap, start gloating and trashing Trump any way they could.
Independents gave Donald Trump a shot, buyer's remorse. The Latin community gave him a shot, you see buyer's remorse. Black men gave Trump a shot, they've come back home, buyer's remorse.
The Virginia economy has been cratered by Trump and Republican policies in less than a year in office.
Donald Trump tearing down the East Wing of the White House. That sent a voter to the polls in New Jersey.
He made it about Trump. It is about Trump. And just like in every other race across these elections, it was 100% about Trump.
Gavin Newsom is, of course, running for president in 2028. We all know this. I don't think anybody has any doubt about that. And, of course, he needs to get in the ring and throw his best punch at President Trump any chance he gets. His latest statement ends with a qualifier of full stop, and Greg Gutfeld explains why Newsom needs to use this qualifier in his statement. It's fascinating. Check it out.
Donald Trump does not believe in fair and free elections. Period and full stop.
And full stop. What does that mean?
Full stop. It's like a trapdoor to escape from supplying evidence. Like, I just don't think Jesse Waters is very talented. Full stop. Then it's like, oh, okay.
Can't argue with
you
that.
can't argue with that.
I can.
No. I said full stop.
Sorry.
I said full stop.
I just heard that Mamdani's transition team is all women. Now, that might be a double entendre. We'll find out and see. But I will tell you this. They must have a lot of balls to tell... 3, 2, 1. I just heard Mamdani's transition team is all women. Now, that might be a double entendre. We're not sure. We're going to have to find out and see. However, I will tell you, they must have a lot of balls to advise Mamdani to threaten federal agents, to threaten ICE agents from coming into New York. I can't help but think of a quote from Star Wars when Han Solo says, "That's not how the Force works." Well, Mamdani, that is not how your power as mayor works either.
My message to ICE agents and to everyone across this city is that everyone will be held to the same standard of the law. If you violate the law, you must be held accountable. And there is sadly a sense that is growing across this country that certain people are allowed to violate that law, whether they be the president or whether they be the agents themselves. And what New Yorkers are looking for is an era of consistency, an era of clarity, an era of conviction. And that is what we will deliver to them. And I am looking forward to having conversations with Mayor Adams and his administration about the work of the transition to ensure that the handover is a seamless one and that it is one that benefits the shared work we all have to deliver for the people who call the city home.
Wookie says, carrying on with the Star Wars theme, I suppose, "Nice speech, but that's not how jurisdiction works." Yeah, totally true. That's what I just said. Clem Hardpoo, "I would take this as a sign to flood NYC with ICE agents just to show how powerless he is." I think that's a good call, Hardpoo. Washington's Ghost says, "This guy thinks he won the presidency." Yeah, I think you might be right, Ghost. And now with Mamdani as mayor, let's have a flashback of a press conference President Trump had when the question at the time was that the potential mayor was going to be a communist, a socialist. And this is what Trump had to say about that.
Your message to communist Zoran Mamdani.
Well, then we'll have to arrest him. Look, we don't need a communist in this country, but if we have one, I'm going to be watching over him very carefully on behalf of the nation. We send him money. We send him all the things that he needs to run a government. We're going to be watching that very carefully, and a lot of people are saying he's here illegally. We're going to look at everything, and ideally, he's going to turn out to be much less than a communist. But right now, he's a communist. That's not a socialist. I've always said we will not have socialism in this country. In the speeches, I said, well, what? They skipped socialism, and you got a lot of them like that.
And just as a reminder, New York, with socialism, you line up for bread, but with capitalism, bread lines up for you. Well, you're going to find this out the hard way, I guess. As Mamdani starts his job as mayor, allegations of corruption and deceit are going to start coming out of the woodworks. Here is one such allegation, and I'm sure this will be the first of many, many more to come.
New reports are saying that Zoran Mamdani might have committed a federal crime back when he was becoming a U.S. citizen 7 years ago. And here's the wild part. During his naturalization process back in 2018, Mamdani allegedly failed to disclose some major facts, like the fact that he's praised terrorists, that he openly expressed disdain for the US Constitution, and that he's a proud supporter of the Democratic Socialists of America, a group that has been classified as anti-American and even communist in ideology. Now, when you apply for citizenship, there is a section, Section 9, Question 5A, that literally asks if you've ever been affiliated with a group that's hostile towards the United States. And if Mamdani checked no, while knowing this, that's called concealment of material information. And under federal law, that means his citizenship was illegally obtained. That's not just a paperwork issue, that is a deportation level offense. The Department of Justice could launch an investigation, review his naturalization record, and if they can confirm he lied, they can revoke his citizenship altogether. And honestly, if someone hates America so much, praises terrorists, bash our Constitution, and align themselves with groups that despise the very freedoms that make America what it is, then maybe they don't belong in a position of power representing Americans, because loving your country isn't optional when you swear an oath to serve it. If he truly despises America so much, then maybe he should go back to Uganda, because we don't need leaders who hate the nation they're supposed to protect.
All right, my friends, that's it for the news. Now on to the nuts. Except today, the nuts are going to be swimming in that liberal pool of madness. That's right, my friends. Sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
So much money in New York, and now it's our money.
Yeah, yeah.
Are we paying rent tomorrow?
No. Yeah, we want to like free everything. So, and the benefit, train, bus, and also...
Finally free.
Finally free, yeah.
More guns, mental health experts with clipboards to help people in need.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I am just so overwhelmed by emotion. This country is turning out and we are fighting fascism. Like, it's unbelievable. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court just secured a Democratic majority. Like, they're investigating whether Trump or Elon rigged the election in 2024 and to have the Pennsylvania Supreme Court like I'm not sad. I am just so relieved, and I am just having so much like overwhelming sense of hope. And you guys, this is just monumental at this moment. Democracy will rise, and people will rise, and America will be great once again, and not great in the horrific way, but great in the way of equality and fairness and helping each other and providing health care for everybody. Like, all we want is things to be better, not worse. I'm so proud of the I never say this, but I'm so proud of America right now, and I cannot wait to see all the final numbers come in. Anyways, peace out, y'all.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but shouting at homeless people to get jobs isn't going to make jobs available, get them hired, or make them get said job. You can scream into the wind all you want, but that seems a little unproductive. Have you tried therapy? Have you tried talking to a therapist? Because they're actually, trained to listen to you. I don't give a f*** what you have to say.
So, don't mind my greasy f***ing hair. Haven't been able to f***ing shower in like 3 or 4 days because me and my family are homeless living in our car. Yeah, look at shit. All the other stuff's in the trunk. You might be able to see some kiddies back there. Yep, there's a kiddie. We got 3 cats. And before anybody comes on here and says, get a fucking job, go get help from a shelter, blah, 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 blah. Shut the f*** up. The next time somebody tells me to go get a job, I'm going to fucking throat punch them. I do not give a f***. I'm just so f***ing done with humans. Humans are pieces of f***ing shit. And no one gives a f*** when somebody's homeless. I literally had a stable life 8 months ago. I had an apartment. I had a really good small business, successful as a hairstylist. Mind you, I had to quit my career because I can't afford it.
Then it couldn't have been that successful. Just saying.
EBT's cut. It's literally the only way my family survives because we're homeless and no one gives a f***. But you privileged assholes still go about your f***ing day and don't give a f*** about anybody else because you're privileged. You make fun of people that are homeless, like, get a job, get a job. Okay, we DoorDash. 24/7. Literally, when it's busy, we're gone. Even when it's not that busy, we're still DoorDashing because that's how we have to do it to survive. I'm not gonna lie. Grateful to have a car. Yeah, whatever. Because if we didn't have a car, we would be dead. because then we couldn't DoorDash. But when we deliver to these privileged and they see the situation and don't even give a or take tips away.
Okay, that lady actually went on for a few more minutes, but I just couldn't do it. After she said that she DoorDashes while living in her car with kids and 3 cats. Oh, come on. That is nasty. There is no way I would want my food entering that woman's car and then coming out into my home and onto my plate. That is disgusting. And the vile and contemptness that she has for pretty much anybody else, especially those people ordering the food, you know she's doing something to that food. You know she is.
Okay. I think I have a question where I can make this group of people understand.
This group of people? What are you talking about? This group of people? Okay, let's go.
How deep this shit is.
Okay, it's deep, yeah.
White America, do you realize that you're the villain in everyone's story?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, but per capita, we're not the ones creating the most crime in this country, so...
If I see anybody in a Trump hat or any Trump attire stealing because they didn't get their SNAP benefits, oh, I'm f***ing turning you in. Toodles.
Wow. Well, that's pretty hypocritical of you, lady, because if you saw someone stealing without a Trump hat on that maybe looked like a stereotypical SNAP user, then you would, of course, throw on the hat of mind your own business and let that person totally get away with theft. Shame on you.
They're saying we don't get rental assistance for November now. They're saying this. And most people that have rental assistance have kids or disabilities. This is really bad.
I came across an image of Rebecca T. Peters. She is an ordained Presbyterian minister. And I'm going to share you a few of her quotes. And now I think based on these quotes, she is not a woman of God. She is not a servant of God. Rather, quite certain she is a servant of somebody else. Let's take a look. Abortion is a moral good. Abortion is an act of love. And notice, she has the Planned Parenthood logo on her sash. I'm not sure exactly what that's called. As part of her, I don't know, ministry uniform. But give me a break. She's sponsored by Planned Parenthood. Ugh, jeez. Okay, we've got more quotes, so bear with me. Abortion is an act of grace. And finally, abortion is a blessing. What? Are you kidding me? There's no way that an actual servant of God, a minister of the Lord, would utter such complete and utter satanic nonsense. Okay? Abortion is murder. Full stop.
If you thought no kings didn't make a difference, well, you were sadly mistaken. I think the people are starting to rise up and realize that this cannot continue, that this authoritarian regime is not going to steal democracy. We are not going to allow them to overtake and overthrow our government, and that the Democratic Party has not died. I think it's time everybody realized that what has been happening has been a tragedy in this country, and there is absolutely no reason why it should continue. And what they are trying to do is lunacy. They want to take over and run this country like a dictatorship. We know we have a lot of things to do, but we need to do it together.
Yeah, we'll fix it together, just as long as you have no part of it, and we're going to destroy everything that Trump did as a dictator. Yeah, right, lady. Happy 65th birthday to Kathy Griffin, and to be honest, she is looking absolutely stunning. You look so beautiful, Kathy. What's your secret? It's TDS. You know, like that commercial where they say it's Maybelline? It's TDS for her. Zutzway asks, related? Related? I thought that was Kathy. And as Kathy Griffin wallows in her extreme TDS, there is a picture that she wishes could just go away, but we found it. Now, this is back when she wasn't sick and twisted with TDS. Check it out. Wow, she looked so happy and sane. And here is a Mexican-American. Well, we assume he's Mexican-American, but he is a grifter, and he is jumping on the Orange Man Bad bandwagon, and he's making some pretty outrageous claims. Let's check it out.
To alert our neighbors that ICE and the modern-day Nazis are coming to tear our families apart. And to those who enable this cruelty, we condemn you. We condemn Kristi Noem, Greg Bombino. We condemn every politician, every agent, every single American who stays silent watching children who are being caged, people who are being murdered by these ICE agents.
I'm really getting tired of people making outlandish statements of atrocities, of horrible things done without providing any proof. When did ICE agents cage anybody, and when did they straight up murder anybody? They haven't. So stop gaslighting everybody, okay?
But hear me now, and hear me clearly. With the blood of Emiliano Zapata, Pancho Villa running through my veins.
Well, from the looks of you, I think you got a little bit more than that running through your veins. Maybe some Crisco, some cheesecake, I don't know.
I will never live on my knees for a clown. Siempre, unity, victory, always. And for my Latino brothers and sisters, this administration has launched a war against people that are my color. Not because we're criminal, just because we're brown. And it's okay, because we know how to fight back. And we are not scared. And if they bring 100 of them, we're gonna bring out 1,000 of us. If they bring out 1,000 of them, we will bring 10,000 of us. We will fight back at every minute and every moment. In Little Village, they had came to terrorize us, and it put fear in my community, and we said, F you, F you. You will not terrorize my community, because we are an organized community.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
It's time for Dave's Detox.
Charlie, what do you think you're doing?
I don't know. Charlie. Oh, geez. Oh, nice. Okay, that dog has got to be hot. Hey, buddy. What's up? Aw. Giving a helping trunk. Oh, geez. What did you do to piss off that goat? Oh, wow. Nice landing. It's like some nice black Angus.
Oof. Yeah, you having fun?
Jeez. Wow. The crunch of snow. It's coming for some of us. Oh, jeez. Cat's like rubber. Aw, nice little outing. I hope you enjoyed the show, and thank you for all those that subscribed. And if you hit the thumbs up, thank you very much. And if you shared the episode today, well, that's a bonus. Now listen, before you take off, there's going to be a video showing up right around here and maybe one right here in just a second. I think you'll like it. Check it out. And until we meet again, stay safe, know that you're loved and appreciated, and have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.